League All-Stars. We start in the bottom of the first. 2 on, nobody out for the Dominican Republic, and Robinson Cano down the left field line off Anibal Sanchez. Jose Reyes comes in to score. Eric Ibar scores behind him, and the Dominican Republic takes the early 2-0 lead, and then the game is halted for a 50-minute rain delay. That actually knocks Sanchez out of the game for Venezuela. Cesar Jimenez comes in. Bottom of the second now, 3-0, and Cano is at it again, this time with 2 on and 1 out. Again to left field. Again, Reyes comes in to score. The DR with a 4-0 lead. On to the third now, 5-0 Dominican Republic, but here comes Venezuela. 2 on, 2 out, and the Panda comes through. Pablo Sandoval, the double. 2 runs come in to score, so it's a 5-2 ball game. Venezuela would get closer. In the bottom of the fifth, it's 5-3, but how about Hanley Ramirez? A blast to left. That's a solo shot. Dominican Republic stretches out the lead again. It's 6-3. On to the 7th inning. It's a 7-3 game now. Bases loaded with 1 out for Alejandro Deaza. He goes down the right field line into the corner. Nelson Cruz scores. Carlos Santana scores. And it's a 9-3 Dominican Republic lead. They blow it open. Top of the 8th now, 1 on, 1 out. How about some defense? Robinson Cano to Reyes for the double play on Marco Scudero. Take another look. Cano with the glove flip, and then Reyes with the bare hand gets the toe on the bag. Pretty play. The Dominican Republic rolls 9-3. Reyes 4 for 5 with a pair of runs. Cano finished the day 3 for 5 with 3 ribs. Both teams have an off day Friday before returning to action Saturday.
Trying to pull off the upset of the heavily favored Dominican Republic. We pick it up top 2, man at second for Nelson Cruz. He sends the single into center of Juanair Negrin. Edgel Beltre comes up gunning, but Hanley Ramirez scores. 1-0 Dominican Republic. They'd add another in the frame to grab a 2-0 lead. Now let's go top 3. Man at third for Robinson Cano, who sends the line shot to center. Beltre the diving effort, but he comes up short. Jose Reyes scores easily. Cano hustles into second with the RBI double, now 3-0. Later in the frame, Nick Schumacher inheriting a bases-loaded 1-out jam, facing Cruz, and he comes through with the RBI single into left. Cano scores. The Dominican Republic would tack on 1 more in the frame to take a 5-0 lead. Meantime, Deduno keeping the Spain bats silent, getting Gabe Suarez on strikes in the third. Next batter, Beltre, also with the swing and a miss. Then it's Paco Figueroa caught looking at strike 3 to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Deduno 4 shutout frames, and he strikes out 5. Top 8, now a 5-1 game after Spain scored their first ever run in the World Baseball Classic in the 7th. Carlos Santana gets that run right back with 1 big swing. Solo blast off Reiner Cruz to make it 6-1. And as we go bottom 9, it's now 6-2. Spain, bases loaded, 2 men away. Fernando Rodney facing Barbaro Canizares, and Rodney walks him. Edgel Beltre scores to make it 6-3. Next batter, Rafael Alvarez caught looking at strike 3 as Rodney and the Dominican Republic hang on for the 6-3 win. They improve to 2-0 to improve their chances of advancing. Meantime, Spain falls to 0-2. They will not advance to the second round.
Who will face Italy and who will face the United States in Miami in round 2. Top 1, 2 on, 1 down. Edwin Encarnacion for the DR with the single to left. Eric Ibar comes in to score. And the Dominican Republic takes a 1-0 lead. Jump to the bottom of the fourth now. Lorenzo Barcelo on in relief of Wandy Rodriguez. His first pitch taken out by Mike Aviles. A 2-run blast for Aviles, and Puerto Rico grabs the lead 2-1. Top 5, the DR comes right back. Robinson Cano leads it off with a solo home run. That ties the game up at 2. Cano with 3 hits in the ball game. To the 6th inning, Jose Barrios now on the hill. Alejandro Diaza for the DR to center field. Angel Pagan can't quite get there. Another run comes in to score, and the DR able to retake the lead at 3-2. To the top of the 7th we go. 2 on, 1 down. Nelson Cruz to shortstop. Edwin Encarnacion able to score on the ground out. DR adds some insurance, a 4-2 advantage. Bottom 8, Angel Pagana leadoff triple. But some good work from Santiago Casilla. Gets Irving Falou with the hook. Then Alex Rios, another Uncle Charlie. And then Carlos Beltran hits it well to center field. And watch Yuri Perez back on the warning track. Went a long way to track that sucker down. Casilla pitches out of trouble. and the DR remains up 2. Bottom 9, Fernando Rodney on to close things out with the hat askew. He gets Pedro Valdez to pop out to Robinson Cano, and the DR wins Pool C with a 4-2 win over Puerto Rico. The DR will face Italy in Miami in their round 2 opener. Puerto Rico will advance as well. They'll take on the champion of Pool D, the United
States. Italy has advanced this far. They have a 1-0 lead. Top 1 runners on the corners for Chris Calabello, and everybody's coming home after a 3-run homer off Edinson Volquez. Italy off to a quick start. They have a 4-0 lead. Bottom 3, same score. Jose Reyes gets the Dominican Republic on the board. The solo shot off the pole down the right field line, his first of the Classic. It's off Thiago da Silva. It's now 4-1. Bottom 6, Robinson Cano's been red hot this tournament. He remains that way. A long homer to right field, his second of the World Baseball Classic. Italy's lead cut in half. It's now 4-2. Let's go bottom 7, bases loaded, 1 away. Luca Panarotti walks Edwin Encarnacion. It forces home a run to make it 4-3. Panarotti upset with a couple of calls in that at-bat. Next batter, Hanley Ramirez. Fly ball to center against Brian Sweeney. Chris Denorfia gloves it, but the throw to the plate not in time. Eric Ibar scores. We're tied at 4. Next batter, Nelson Cruz, tie-breaking ribby single to right. It scores Cano. The Dominican Republic take a 5-4 lead. Top 8 now, it is Chris Calabello back at the plate. Check swing on a pitch that bounces in. It hits the bat. Catcher Carlos Santana jumps up and picks up the ball just in fair territory and throws out Calabello. Heads up play by the Cleveland Indians catcher. Top 9, Italy with the tying run at first, 1 away, but Fernando Rodney gets Drew Butera to ground into the game-ending double play. That's how this one ends. The Dominican Republic, once down 4-0, score 5 unanswered runs, and they come back for a huge win. They will take on the winner of the USA versus Puerto Rico, while Italy will take on the loser of that same game.
The Dominican Republic, David Wright sitting it out with a sore back. U.S. manager Joe Torre hugging Robinson Cano, his former second baseman with the Yankees. Bottom of the first, 2 on, 2 out. Samuel Deduno on the hill. Giancarlo Stanton, the grounder, flipped to second, but Joe Mauer beats the throw. So the U.S. loads up the bases, and the next batter, Deduno, walks Eric Hosmer. Brandon Phillips comes in to score 1-0 United States. Next batter, Deduno comes back. He strikes out Adam Jones. Deduno fired up. On to the top of the second. R.A. Dickey on the hill for the U.S., and this knuckleball does not knuckle. Hanley Ramirez gets all of it over the Clevelander in left center in Marlins Park. He just crushes it, and we're tied up at 1. Top of the third, 2 on, 2 out for the Dominicans. Edwin Encarnacion, the liner, but Dickey snares it. He gave up 1 earned in 5 innings. Bottom of the fourth, U.S. with a runner on second, 2 outs. Deduno strikes out Jimmy Rollins, another big K. He's fired up again, 4 innings, 7 strikeouts for Deduno. To the top of the ninth, runner on third for the Dominicans. Craig Kimbrell on the hill, and Eric Ibar pinch hitting, and he comes through with the base knock to right. Nelson Cruz comes in to score, and the Dominican Republic takes the 2-1 lead. They weren't done in the inning. Later in the frame, Ibar on second now. Jose Reyes singles up the middle. That will plate Ibar, so a little bit of breathing room. It's a 3-1 lead for the Dominican Republic. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Fernando Rodney in to save it. 2 outs, nobody on, and he gets Shane Victorino to pop out in the infield to end it. The Dominican Republic comes away with a 3-1 win. They're into the semifinals. They'll play a seeding game on Saturday. The U.S. will play Puerto Rico in an elimination game on Friday.
Against Puerto Rico before the two clubs head out west to San Francisco for the championship round. Top 3, Puerto Rico has a man on third with 1 out for Jesus Feliciano. Feliciano grounds it to short, but Eric Ibar comes up throwing home. He'll gun down Irving Falou at the plate, and a nice 6-2 fielder's choice keeps Puerto Rico off the board. Bottom 3, Puerto Rico starter Orlando Roman in a jam. 2 on, 2 out for Ibar, but Ibar will roll one up the middle, and Mike Aviles takes it himself for the inning-ending fielder's choice. Top of the fourth, Puerto Rico has the leadoff man on second base, but Wandy will help his own cause by striking out Carlos Beltran for the first out, and 2 batters later, Alex Rios goes down swinging to end the frame. 6 scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts for Wandy Rodriguez. Bottom 5, we're still scoreless until Carlos Santana leading off the inning against Roman, and he goes deep to right field to the second deck at Marlins Park, a solo bomb, and the Dominican Republic has a 1-0 lead, and Santana gets some tough love from Eric Ibar on his way back to the dugout. 8th inning now, Puerto Rico still down 1-0, man on second and 1 out for Andy Gonzalez. He'll ground one to shortstop, and again, Eric Ibar goes the unconventional way. He'll throw to third base to gun down Martin Maldonado, and again, squash out a Puerto Rico rally. Bottom 8 now, 2 on and 2 out for Francisco Pena, son of the Dominican team's manager, Tony Pena, and the younger Pena will make Papa proud with a single to right field to score Ibar. That doubles the Dominican Republic's lead to 2-0. Top 9, Fernando Rodney looking to close it out, facing Eddie Rosario with a man on second, and Rosario will ground out to the right side to win the ball game. The Dominican Republic shuts out Puerto Rico by a final of 2-0 to win Pool 2 and remain undefeated in the World Baseball Classic. They'll take on the Netherlands on Monday, while Puerto Rico has to fly across the country and take on Japan on Sunday at AT&T Park.
The Dominican Republic in the biggest upset in World Baseball Classic history. Can they do it again here with the stakes even higher in the semifinals? Edinson Volquez on the hill for the DR. Top 1 to run already in for Netherlands. Andrew Jones is into the left field corner, and look at Moises Sierra going into the crowd to make the great leaping catch. Unbelievable play from Sierra. Volquez settled in nicely. He went 5 innings, allowed just 1 run on 2 hits. Bottom 5, Dagmar Markwell going for the Netherlands, and guess who? It's Moises Sierra now at the plate. Rips one into the corner. That's going to be an RBI double as Carlos Santana comes in to score, and the Dominicans tie the game up at 1. 2 batters later, Jose Reyes, full count, 2 down, and able to drop this one into center field. That's going to score another, and the DR takes a 2-1 lead. But they're not done. Later in the frame, Robinson Cano with men on the corners, 2 down. Wild pitch, Reyes comes in to score, and it's 3-1 DR. After Cano is intentionally walked, Edwin Encarnacion with the single to center. Miguel Tejada races home to score. Cano's thrown out at third base, but the damage done, a 4-run frame for the Dominican Republic. Top 8, Pedro Strop on in relief. It's Jerkson Profar. Nifty play right there. Strop had 3 assists in a quiet 8th inning. Fernando Rodney on his 36th birthday looking to close things out. He puts down Jonathan Scoop. And the Dominican Republic with a 4-1 win. They improve to a perfect 7-0 in this year's Classic, and they will move on to face Puerto Rico in the championship game on Tuesday with a chance to become the first unbeaten Classic champion. Going head-to-head for the 3rd time in this tournament. The DR winning each of the first 2. Giancarlo Alvarado the start for Puerto Rico. First to third, 1 out. Edwin Encarnacion takes it for a ride. The double plates, 2, including Robinson Cano, who's intentionally walked the batter before. That move didn't work out, and the DR takes a 2-0 lead. Top 2, Samuel Deduno starting for the DR, and he's on fire early. Puts down Alex Rios, Carlos Rivera as well. 4 Ks through 2 innings for Deduno. In the 5th, Deduno still out there. Men on second, 1 out. Andy Gonzalez to center, and between the raindrops, Alejandro Diaz with a nice catch to save a run. Later in the inning, 2 on, 2 down, Deduno puts down Angel Pagan battling back from a 2-0 count. Deduno goes 5 scoreless, strikes out 5. Bottom 5, Eric Ibar to right field, and that's going to go for extra bases. Alejandro Diaz comes in to score. 3-0 Dominican Republic with that fantastic bullpen on the way. Pedro Strop out of the pen in the 7th, inherits a 2-on, nobody out jam, strikes out Carlos Rivera. Then a filthy pitch to put down pinch hitter Pedro Valdez. And finally, Jesus Feliciano, the foul pop, and Miguel Tejada going back, giving up the body, and a great catch from Miggy. To the 9th inning we go, still 3-0. Fernando Rodney looking for his 7th save of the tournament. The man on second, he puts down Carlos Rivera for the 2nd out, and then Luis Figueroa, and the Dominican Republic wins the 3rd installment of the World Baseball Classic with a 3-0 win over Puerto Rico. The DR becomes the first team to go unbeaten in the tournament. They finish a perfect 8-0. The bullpen not only 7 saves in 8 games for Rodney, but also 25 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings to finish things off, including 4 in the championship game.